Newlywed base jumper fell 2,000 feet to her death in front of husband of just 2 weeks after chute failed to open. Amber Marie Bellows, 28, died when her parachute failed to open during a base jump in Zion National Park in Utah on Saturday. She had been married for 2 weeks and died after jumping before her husband, Clayton Butler, 29. He jumped after her but could not save her. This is Zion National Park's first base jumping death. A newly married base jumper fell to her death on Saturday in Zion National Park after her parachute failed to open while her husband looked on. Amber Marie Bellows, 28, who was described as an experienced jumper, leapt off Mount Kinsava in the Utah National Park at around 4 p.m. and fell 2,000 feet to her death when her chute failed. Her husband of 2 weeks, Clayton Butler, 29, jumped after her but could not help her. He had to walk out for 4 hours before he could raise the alarm about the accident. He told authorities when he sought their help at around 6:30 p.m. that he could not reach her in time. The married couple had journeyed to the popular park from Salt Lake City and hiked up Mount Kinsava on Saturday morning to base jump, which is strictly prohibited in the park. Amber went first but her chute failed, and when Clayton reached officials he informed them his wife was dead. That meant the Park Service waited until Sunday morning to retrieve her body by helicopter rather than risk a rescue in the dark on Saturday evening. Her body was hoisted up by 2 rangers at around 10 a.m. from where she was placed in a waiting ambulance when the helicopter landed. This marks the park's first base jumping death, Zion National Park spokeswoman Ali Baltras said. It is just really sad and our condolences go out to her family and friends, said Park Superintendent Jim Milestone in a statement. Base jumping is so dangerous. Even for those that are experienced, like Amber Bellows. That is one of the reasons it is not allowed in the park. Amber Bellows' death has hit the skydiving community hard in Utah. She was closely linked to Skydive Utah and ERDA as well as Skydive Ogden. Representatives from both facilities said they were too upset to talk to the Deseret News on Sunday. Base jumping involves leaping from a fixed object and using a parachute. Its name is an acronym for building, antenna, span and earth, the types of fixed objects from which a person can jump. Mount Kinsava is a plateau, approximately 3,000 feet from top to bottom, with a 1,000-foot sheer cliff on its east-facing side. The hike to the top of Kinsava takes approximately half a day and the peak is currently covered in up to 10 inches of snow.